Gift giving for me is something that is very important. I really read behind a gift and why it's given. So I wanted to create a gift guide for you just to make it easy for Mother's Day. Whether you're looking for a gift for yourself or somebody you know who's a mama, this gift guide is very intentional because I put things that not only I would enjoy as a mom, but there's a reason behind everything to it that I shared. There's two times a year where I get very thoughtful about my life as a mom. And number one is Mother's Day. It might be something that some moms, I'm not sure, you know what? I haven't really had the conversation, so I'm going to have it with you now. Mother's Day tends to be a time where I start to reflect the days, the weeks before. I start to reflect on everything I put to being a mom, the time I've sacrificed, the patience I've had with my daughter as she's throwing food on the floor and having a tantrum when I'm trying to get out the door for work, trying to get out of work early just to get her from daycare, things like that. The sacrifices that we make as a mom day to day. Obviously, we do it every day and it becomes our normal routine, but I become very thoughtful during Mother's Day and during Christmas. It's something that I also didn't really appreciate growing up. I didn't see the hard work my mom put into having to be a single mom or a mom in general. You take that for granted when you're a kid because you get so used to your parents doing things for you. And it is true when they tell you that you don't really understand it until you've lived through it. During Mother's Day, I also start to think of stories of and memories of my mom or things that she'd say to me or the experiences that we had together. And one that has come to mind with Mother's Day approaching is how my mom used to wake up every single morning. She would make dinner in the morning. So when I woke up, I would wake up to the smell of dinner and fresh food made. We're Peruvian, so my mom really enjoys cooking, or at least she enjoyed cooking when we were kids because now she lives alone. She has no one to cook for. And she would cook and have dinner ready because she would come home late and she wanted to make sure that we had a fresh meal. We didn't grow up with like chicken nuggets and fast food and any of that. We grew up with rice and beans and chicken and steak, delicious Peruvian food. And as a kid, I feel so bad now because we did not appreciate it. As adults, my sisters and I get so excited when my mom or my grandma cooks because it's those homemade meals that they just feel so hearty. They feel so comforting. But as a kid, we struggled to eat. We just wanted to eat the rice off that plate. We didn't want to eat the actual food. I remember growing up, my mom would finish dinner. She would keep the TV on for us to watch from the dinner table, and she would sit on the couch and hang out, and she would leave me and my sister for another hour trying to finish our food. And my sister and I would just like fling the food. And the reason why that comes up is, oh gosh, I try my very best to get my daughters to eat, and it doesn't work sometimes. Like yesterday was awesome. I made them this paprika Peruvian chicken with rice. I do try to keep it simple. I know what spices they will eat and what they won't eat. I am that mom, unfortunately, that does make separate food for the kids than I make for Michael and I because I do like to cook. I love all the details and elements that go into cooking. Even on weeknights, I do make dishes that are slightly not complicated, but are a little more complex. Like yesterday, I made this cashew chicken and I made the girls just this basic paprika chicken with rice. Anyways, it was wonderful. Yesterday, they ate. They ate all of it, but that doesn't always happen. A lot of times it's them throwing it, it's them taking a bite saying they don't like it, and it's like all that time and effort that was put into making that meal. I can't even imagine how my mom did that. How did she have that patience? She was that kind of mom too that she really held in her emotions. I didn't see her overly angry or overly sad. I think she tried to make up for being a single mom and the one parent by she was a little more hard on us, but she also tried to keep everything like light and happy. I think she wanted to make up for being a single mom and the difficulties that she was feeling, and that's her way of processing it. And Mother's Day is just a great reminder of all the sacrifices and things our moms make. I do, as this time is approaching, I do encourage you to think about maybe something you're grateful for that your mom did or that you did with your children as they were growing up. Right now, I'm still in the thick of it. My kids are not all grown up yet. I have a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old. You might be with a baby, you might be with some kid that's in college, or your kids are adults. But wherever you're at in your mother journey, I think it's so wonderful to look back and just reflect on. And writing this blog post was really important to me because I don't think I've done a gift guide for moms. I've done one for dads a couple times for whatever reason. I don't know. I think that in this gift guide, I'm scrolling as I'm talking to you because I do want to share what I chose for this gift guide and why. So all of these, like I said, are very thoughtful. If you want to shop from my gift guide, you can go to the link in the show notes, or you can go to myclosetedit.com and go to blogs and you will see it there. The first one, of course, is a spa treatment. It could be a facial, it could be a massage, it could be a half a day of a spa treatment, it could be a glass of champagne and a spa treatment. Whatever it is, for moms, especially in the thick of parenting, having some time away from the kids is so important. It's so important to have that silence and that like peaceful music they have in the background and just be able to think and feel through whatever feelings you're having at the moment. I do find going to a spa, having that experience tends to go by too quickly. So if you could get like a 2-hour or like a glass of champagne and the treatment, I think that's awesome, but it's a great way to recharge. I recently had a facial, and that facial, the way that people like touch your skin on your face and make everything just feel perfect, and all the ingredients that they use and put on your face that feel so soothing, it was wonderful. And I would hope that all moms could experience something like that, which is why I think that having a spa treatment is really important. I mean, there's a difference of closing yourself in a closet or the bathroom to hide from your kids than going to a quiet place where you can just lay down and close your eyes and you're not hearing mom, 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 because that's what my kids sound like. So spa treatment, my number one recommendation. In this gift guide, I do also share places that you can get these experiences at. I share a place in Seattle, Bellevue, and Kirkland. That's where the majority of my in-person clients are at, which is why I did that. But I do work with people in other states. These are the ones I recommend because I've been to them and I know them. But if you live in a different state and you find something on this gift guide that you want to gift, find great recommendations for a city near you. The second gift is getting your nails done. I think that moms deserve to get their nails done. We're cleaning, we're cooking, we're doing all the things, and it is a luxury. At least to me, I consider getting nails done a luxury because not only am I a mom, I work and own my own business and I'm running a team. When I see people that always have their nails done, I'm like, where do you find the 2 hours every couple weeks to do that? Because I don't have that. And I guess it's also not priority. I mean, I guess if it really was that important to me, I would definitely be in that chair and getting my nails done. But 2 hours for me every couple weeks is a luxury to have. So getting your nails done just feels so good. I get mine done before special events or occasions. But the most part, if you're looking at the YouTube video, this podcast is also on YouTube, by the way, if you ever just want to see me sit in my chair in my office and podcast with you guys and have a conversation. But this is what my nails look like. I let them grow out. I do like my nails longer, and I do have strong nails, so they grow out naturally like that. But I don't get them done unless it's a special occasion. And I do have to say that when I do get my nails done, I feel so pretty. I want to I already use my hands a lot when I talk, but I want to use my hands more and point to things. And when I'm with client shopping, I'm like, look at this. How beautiful. Look at that little detail. And yeah, I tend to use my hands a lot when I talk, but I over exaggerate when I get my nails done because I want to show off it. Okay, next, a girls' night gift card. A lot of mamas tend to do like mom dates where you guys have your kids together and you hang out and talk. but the kids are there and they're playing. And as you're trying to have a conversation, 3 times in a sentence, you have to get up and get your kid or tell them not to do something. So it is very different to have a girls' night than a mom date. Highly recommend a girls' night. Gets you out. It is so important to feel supported by your community. And when you go out on notification. I'm about to hop on a call soon. When you do have a girls' night out, you get to talk about things that you're struggling with. You get to have support and somebody else say, oh my gosh, you're going through that? Me too. It feels so good. You get your lipstick on, you can get some high heels and jeans on, and go out and experience something new together. The one place I shared on here is called Cantina Monarca. And the reason why I shared that place is it's a newer restaurant in Bellevue. And it's a place that is not only just good food, but it is an experience. You're going to go there and you're going to feel like you went to a different country because the atmosphere is inspired by Playa del Carmen in Mexico. And that is my personal magic place. To have a place that is like Playa del Carmen here in Bellevue is wonderful. So Playa del Carmen is in the jungle with the ocean, and it is just this magical experience. And when you go here, you get the vibe, and I absolutely love it. Highly recommend it. If you do want to get a gift card, just let the person know that you're gifting them this, and they will need to get on a wait list. They have reservations that are out for weeks. So something to keep in mind, but definitely worth it. Jewelry is another gift idea. And this is a certain type of jewelry. So let me tell you what not to get, because as a personal stylist, what I see in people's closets makes me sad, because people gift jewelry, when they come back from a trip or Mother's Day or something that they thought was thoughtful, but they give them something that is like overly fancy, overly playful, doesn't fit their lifestyle, something they would never wear. And people hold on to these gifts because they feel bad giving it away since it was something that was thought out for them. So with the gift guide, I wanted to share things that are not only stylish, but practical for day to day. Moms are busy. Moms want something that they can throw on and wear every day. And if you gift someone something, they would love if they could have something that reminds them of you, but also something that feels like them. And everyday jewelry is really important. I do believe that you should start at mid-range price point and go up, especially for gift giving. And don't give something with like a big diamond necklace or, crazy rings that people just think stylish and practical. So that's what's in the gift guide. If you want to see the suggestions I share, go to myclosetedit.com, find the blog post, or go to the link in the show notes, and you will get the list of jewelry to shop from to make it just easier for you. The next one is a hair makeover. I can't stress how good it feels to get your hair done and have it look good, because getting your hair done is also time consuming. It's an investment. If you get a gift card, even for partial credit of getting your hair cut and colored, it's really helpful. For women, some women don't get their hair done regularly because of the cost of it. So if you give them a gift card, they're able to make a session to book something quicker than they normally would and feel good now instead of waiting to feel good later. So I think getting a hair makeover and getting a gift card, even if it doesn't cover the full treatment, it helps so much. The place that I suggest, highly, highly recommend, is Salon 8. They are in Bellevue, Washington, and they line up with the way I work with my clients and my mission on how I help women and men. They work with where you're at in your life, your age, your hair color, your body. Like, they make sure that the haircut that you get is actually going to look good on you. They are not about, copying something from Pinterest and making it try to fit you when it doesn't, because I'm not about that either. I like to get to know my clients and create that relationship, and they do that with you at Salon 8. If you missed the podcast episode and you're thinking of doing the hair makeover with Salon 8, listen to the podcast episode right before this one. I'm talking with Kat. We have this conversation, super open and honest about how to find the right stylist, getting a consultation, what haircut would work for you, how to know you have a bad haircut, all the things. And you will feel so connected to her and aligned. Like you will be like, I need to hop on this and get a hair makeover for someone. Definitely choose Salon 8 if you're in the area and listen to that podcast episode, but highly recommend it. Okay. And the last one, of course, I have to talk about personal shopping services because that is what I do. I love working with people going through a transition in their life. Like that is my specialty. Someone that is a new mom, gained weight, lost weight, got divorced, dating again, reaching a different area in their career. All of those things where you're realizing, you know what, I'm feeling a disconnect with what I'm wearing to who I am or how I want to show up for myself. And for moms, this is really crucial. I find that with moms that recently had a baby, they don't feel that disconnect yet until 6 months to a year and a half after their last baby or after their first baby, where they start feeling like, okay, I'm out of just that mom phase or being a boob and milk supply. Now I'm ready to step into who I was, or who am I now that I'm a mom? Who am I as an individual? I love working through this process with people, of giving them that space and time and working with them on this journey as they discover who they are outside of just being a mom. And personal styling services just simplify it. I recently worked with someone last week who, it was actually, funny enough, now that I think about it, it was a gift card. It was a husband gifting the complete edit to his wife because they had their first baby. The baby's 10 months old. She's going to school. She's going to graduate soon and about to step into her career. But she realized that in that time frame of being pregnant and then having her baby and then trying to shop again, she doesn't understand what works for her. Her body's changed. Styles have changed. Sorry. Her body's changed. Styles have changed, and she has changed, and she needed help on really connecting the dots. And every time she tried to go shopping online or in person, she felt frustrated. So she just hasn't bought something new for herself. And working together with her, it's so nice seeing somebody light up. Like, when something connects with them, when it fits well, when their face lights up. And you're like, that piece you will wear every day because you feel so good in it. Totally worth it. Personal styling services is definitely much more than just a shopping experience. It is really stepping into this place of finding what works for you, what doesn't, who do you want to be, how do you want to show up in your life. It is reflected through your style as well. Besides the actions, obviously, that you take and other parts around you, your style is part of that process. So we work with people in person in Washington State. If you are out of state, we have virtual sessions that we've been doing for 4 years that make a dramatic change in people's lives. We've come out with a process that really helps you dive into shopping with us online, finding the right pieces, connecting the dots, and creating 15 to 30 outfits head to toe. So if you are interested in getting a gift card for somebody you know or for yourself, you can go to myclosetedit.com or you can email my team at hello@myclosetedit.com. Again, shop from the link in my bio or link in my show notes, and you will go directly to the blog post if you want to take a deeper dive into this. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today. I know every time you put in your earbuds and you're listening to this podcast, you're probably driving in your car, running errands, cleaning the house. And every podcast I do, I want to make sure that you learn something, you get a takeaway, or you just get to hang out with me and have a conversation together. So if you really enjoyed this, if you learned something new, I would really appreciate if you could hop on and take a few seconds to give me a 5-star review. Share with me what you enjoyed from this episode. It is a gift to me when you do that because it helps me reach more people. I would love to have more of these conversations and be able to connect more people together. And the podcast is a great way to just come on and talk with you and get to hear your feedback too when you're able to leave me a review or send me an email with what you want to learn more about. So thank you so much again for being here with me today. And if you've left a 5-star review, thank you for leaving that 5-star review and helping the podcast out and reaching more people. As always, I'm here to support you on your style journey. Continue building a life and style that truly reflect you. I'll catch you next time.